So you're thinking about moving to North Georgia and you've got at least $1.5 million burning a hole in your pocket. Whether you're just curious about some North Georgia exclusive lake living, or maybe you're just wondering what $1.5 million can buy you in North Georgia, this is the video for you. In this video, I'm going to be talking about two lake communities that are actually pretty close together, Lake Burton and Lake Rabun. I'll be talking about what living in these areas is like, what kind of real estate is available, amenities to consider, and so much more. Stick with me and I hope you enjoy the video. Hey everybody, my name is Tim Gibson and I am a realtor in North Georgia. My channel is all about living in North Georgia. Please subscribe, and of course if you're thinking about moving to North Georgia, please reach out. All right, let's jump into exclusive lake living on Lake Burton and Lake Rabun. Both Lake Rabun and Lake Burton are located in Rabun County in North Georgia. Rabun County is a really small county in North Georgia. It's pretty close to North Carolina and South Carolina borders, and it's got about 17,000 people in the entire county. And first we're going to focus on Lake Rabun. And like I mentioned a little bit earlier, Lake Rabun is an exclusive Northeast Georgia lake community. Very quiet, private lake, kind of hidden away in the mountains, and it's a really peaceful place. My brother-in-law actually used to have a house up there. We used to love going and take the kids up there, spend some time on the water. It was awesome. So that's some facts about Lake Rabun. Now we want to just jump to Lake Burton really quick since we're doing both lakes in one video. And Lake Burton is close to Lake Rabun. It's about 40 minutes west drive time. And most of the reason why it's 40 minutes is because you're driving through the windy Northeast Georgia mountain roads. And like Lake Rabun, and maybe even more so than Lake Rabun, Lake Burton is a very exclusive, very small, quiet lake community. Most of the houses on both of these lakes are $1.5 million plus. You may be even finding homes up into $2.5 million, $3.5 million. And Lake Burton especially, you may be finding homes that are $2, $3, $4 million. So you may be thinking, all right, I want to have a really nice lake house and I want to live in the mountains and I want to have a peaceful and quiet place to live, but what am I going to be able to do up here? Am I going to be in the middle of nowhere? All right, I've got some answers for you. So first of all, of course, if you're wanting to live near one of these lakes, then you want to enjoy lake life, which is the primary reason for living up here. Of course, unlimited lake activities to do, water skiing, tubing, whole 9 yards. There's some good fishing in the lakes too. Also nearby is a Black Rock Mountain State Park. Great place to go visit. Also really close to Lake Burton and Lake Rabun, this is a very unique community. It's not on the lake, but a really cool place to check out. It's called Heaven's Landing. It's like a 635 acre gated community with its own private airstrip. If you have a private plane and you want to live in an exclusive community, it's for members only. It's really cool. It's got, I think it's like a 5,000 foot airstrip. Check out Heaven's Landing, very cool place. Also something I wanted to mention is a really cool little fun place to go. It's a place called Wildcat Creek, and there's actually a natural sliding rock there. So the few times that we took my kids up to stay at my brother-in-law's place on Lake Rabun, we would go stop by Wildcat Creek and go slide down the sliding rock. One thing to note is that the water is freezing cold year round, but it's such a blast. We spent hours out there so many times. I would definitely check that out if you're in the area or if you choose to buy a place up in Lake Burton or Lake Rabun. Another thing I wanted to mention, there's Rabun County Golf Club. It's for all you golfers out there. Clayton, Georgia is about 17 to 20 minutes away from Lake Rabun, maybe a little bit further from Lake Burton. Clayton's got all your kind of typical amenities there and shopping. You've got a Walmart, Home Depot, you've got an Ingles grocery store. Just like the rest of North Georgia, you're going to have an abundance of things to do outdoors. You've got the lakes, you've got all kinds of hiking and really great stuff to do. Okay, so another thing is you might be wondering about schools in such a small county with such a small population. There actually is a really exclusive private school. It's called Rabun Gap School. And just to give you an example, I pulled their tuition right off their website. You can either send your kids to Rabun Gap School as a day school attendee, or you can choose the boarding school option. The day school option ranges from somewhere around $10,000 for elementary school all the way up to about almost $25,000 a year. And the boarding school option is about $60,000 to $70,000 a year. So if you're looking for a private school, a good private school in the area, then that could be a good option for you. You also may be wondering, are there any hospitals close by? You know, this seems like a very small area. Yes, there is a hospital close by. It's Mountain Lakes Medical Center in Clayton, Georgia. So even though it's a small county, like I mentioned, you do have some options there for your amenities. All right, so let's jump into some real estate. I'm not able to show the pictures and the photos from the listings on my YouTube channel, but if you want some more information on these two new construction homes or anything else in the area, please reach out to me. But I'm just gonna give you a list of kind of what these homes have to offer and the price point. So our first option is about $2.5 million on Lake Burton. It's new construction, like I mentioned. So to try to paint the picture for you, I want you to know that at $2.5 million on Lake Burton, you know, on the water, you're going to have no expense spared. $2.5 million may not stretch very far in a place like Southern California or New York City or something like that, but you're actually getting a really nice custom house at that price point. So this home is about 3,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. It's on about 1.4 acres, which is a really nice sized lot. I want to say it's somewhere around 500 square feet of outdoor living space on 2 separate porches. It's going to be like an HOA community, and you're going to be walkable to all kinds of amenities like infinity pool and stuff like that. The community have some really cool amenities like a fireside lounge. You'll have community concierge. You'll have a community spa. All that for about $500 a month for HOA fees. The house too, I want to go back real quick to mention the house will be geothermally heated and cooled, and it's going to be green certified. So, you know, as you can see, I can't really give you all the details, but if you want some more info, reach out to me. But this is going to be a very nice house and a very nice community in an exclusive area of North Georgia. Also, by the same builder at a lower price point, you've got a house for about $1.5 million. So by the same builder, you can actually find a house that's priced a little bit lower, that's got the same amenities, it's just a little smaller. So for $1.5 million, and it's about almost 1,600 square feet, you can have a house similar to the one that I just mentioned that's $2.5 million in the same neighborhood. So just to give you an idea there. Also on Lake Burton, to contrast, there's actually another house on Lake Burton that's about $1.25 million. No HOA, it's got its own private dock. And anytime I'm near Lake Burton, I always say to myself, like, these dock houses look nicer than some houses I've been in. So these places are really nice. This house is on almost half an acre. I think it's about 0.4 acres. It's got 2 boat lifts. So you got kind of like a double slip dock with 2 boat lifts there. About 2,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and it's got a detached garage as well. And just kind of like your quintessential, really nice upscale lake house. Again, just like the other 2 houses that I mentioned, if you want some more info on this one or anything else in the area, please reach out. I'd be happy to help. Yeah, so that is my video on Lake Burton and Lake Rabun, some exclusive lake communities. And what I'm probably going to do is turn this into a series of just exclusive North Georgia lake living in general. Of course, if you're thinking about moving to the area, please give me a call. That's my guide to living in Lake Burton and Lake Rabun. All right, tell me what you think. Did I miss anything? Do you want any more info? Leave it in the comment section below. And of course, check out my other videos. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.